Yo, what's up, and welcome to Controller Culture, where we break down the games that shape the way we play. Today, we're talking about a story that feels both inevitable and frustrating at the same time. The kind of headline that makes you sigh, shake your head, and go, yeah, of course that happened. After years of rumors, leaks, speculation, and trailer breakdowns, Grand Theft Auto 6, one of the most anticipated games of all time, has officially been delayed. Again. Now, that might sound like old news in today's gaming landscape, where delays are practically part of the marketing cycle, but the GTA 6 delay isn't about one game getting pushed back, it's about how the entire gaming industry has changed. So let's talk about why this delay happened, why it isn't surprising, and what it says about the way games are made today. From Rockstar's perfectionism, to the weight of expectations, to the growing gap between the games you play and the time it takes to create them. You know what's wild? Grand Theft Auto 5 released in 2013. Think about that. That's 3 console generations ago. It launched on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, consoles that feel ancient now, and then got the re-releases on the PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Series X and X, and PC. It became one of the best-selling games in history, a cultural event that somehow never stopped being relevant thanks to GTA Online. But here's the thing, for a lot of us, Grand Theft Auto 5 wasn't just a game, it was an era. It came out when streaming wasn't mainstream yet, when social media was smaller, and when open world games still felt fresh. And here we are, 13 years later, still waiting for the next chapter. Players who were in high school when GTA 5 came out are now in their 30s. Some of them have kids old enough to pick up a controller. Back in the PlayStation 2 days, Rockstar gave us GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, all within a few years. Those games defined the early 2000s. Now a single new entry takes over a decade. And that's not just Rockstar's story. That's the story of modern AAA gaming. So let's look at what actually happened. Rockstar posted an update on X. Here's what they said. Hi everyone, Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release on Thursday, November 19th, 2026. We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait. These extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you again for your patience and support. It's short, polite, and professional. The kind of message that says, we know you're upset, but please hang in there. But it also tells us something deeper. This delay wasn't just a few weeks or months. It's another year. And it's not even the first one. GTA 6 was originally supposed to arrive in 2025, then mid-2026, and now late 2026. At this point, fans are wondering whether that new date is even real. And honestly, that's a fair question. When a game keeps shifting like this, it usually means something behind the scenes just isn't lining up. It could be internal restructuring, quality control challenges, or maybe the studio simply realizing that their vision still isn't ready. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear, the biggest name in the world isn't immune to modern development problems. We've all heard the saying, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is bad forever. It's one of those quotes that gets thrown around every time a game gets postponed. But that line was said in an era before day one patches, before live service updates, before games could evolve years after release. Today, no game launches perfectly. Even the biggest studios release titles that need fixing later. And ironically, some of those messy, buggy games end up becoming fan favorites. For example, Skyrim, Cyberpunk 2077, No Man's Sky, all examples of games that stumbled at launch but found redemption later. So when Rockstar says they're delaying GTA 6 for polish, it raises a question. What does polish even mean anymore? Because GTA 6 will still ship with bugs. It will still have weird moments and funny physics and chaotic AI. Maybe the delay isn't about perfection. Maybe it's about timing, competition, and corporate pressure. The less glamorous side of development that we really see. Rockstar used to be known for speed and creativity. Between 2001 and 2013, they released 6 mainline GTA games and several spin-offs. Each one reinvented the open world genre, but since GTA 5, Rockstar has changed. The company grew enormous, focusing heavily on Grand Theft Auto Online, which became a money printing machine. Millions of players log in every month, spending real cash on in-game items. It's a business model that made Rockstar billions, but it also meant the single-player side of GTA took a backseat. We never got the story DLC that fans were promised for GTA 5. The studio's creative focus shifted towards keeping online profitable instead of building new narratives. And while that's understandable from a business perspective, it created a weird situation. One of the most beloved storytelling studios in gaming became known more for its microtransactions than its missions. Now, after more than a decade, they're finally returning to that single player focus, and that's exciting, but it also means expectations are astronomically high. Of course, as soon as the announcement dropped, X exploded. Some people took it well, with memes, jokes, and a healthy dose of sarcasm. Others were furious, and honestly, both reactions make sense. Because when you've been waiting this long, through rumors, leaks, fake release dates, and endless speculation, there are even players joking that they'll be retired by the time GTA 6 releases. Some are wondering if their kids will end up playing it before they do. But the funniest part? Everyone's still gonna buy it. That's the power of Grand Theft Auto. No matter how many times it's delayed, no matter how much frustration builds, the day it launches, it will break sales records. Because it's not just a game anymore, it's an event. The ripple effects of GTA 6 delays stretch far beyond Rockstar. Developers and publishers all across the industry plan their release schedules around GTA. No one wants to launch their game in the same month as Rockstar's title. It's career suicide. You've seen studios quietly move their projects away from the Grand Theft Auto 6 window just to avoid being overshadowed. But now the date has shifted again. Those same studios have a problem. Their careful scheduling might suddenly collide with Rockstar's new window. Imagine delaying your own game to dodge GTA 6, only to have Rockstar move right back into your spot anyway. That's the kind of chaos this delay creates. So yeah, this isn't just about one delay, it's about how one studio's timeline can reshape the entire industry's calendar. Even major franchises like Call of Duty might reconsider their next release, because when GTA 6 drops, everything else stops. Here's the bigger question. Why do games take this long to make now? We used to get sequels every few years. Now one game can take a decade. Part of it is scale. Modern games are massive. Bigger maps, more detail, realistic lighting, endless voice acting, and physics systems layered on top of physics systems. Another part is technology itself. Tools are more powerful now, but also more complex. Building something like GTA 6 requires thousands of employees, multiple studios across the world, and coordination that rivals film productions. And then there's corporate pressure. Studios are expected to deliver cinematic storytelling, multiplayer longevity, and billions in profit all at once. It's no wonder development timelines are exploding. But maybe we've reached a point where bigger isn't always better. Maybe part of what made older games special was how frequently they came out, how they could take risks, experiment, and surprise us without spending 10 years in development hell. For a lot of people, Grand Theft Auto isn't just a game, it's nostalgia. We remember the first time we booted up Vice City, the neon lights, the 80s soundtrack, the feeling of total freedom. We remember San Andreas, biking down Grove Street, listening to old school hip hop. Those moments are tied to who we were when we played them. So waiting this long for GTA 6 isn't just about wanting a new game, it's about wanting to feel that again, to revisit that sense of discovery. And that's why this delay hits differently. It's not disappointment, it's longing. So what does this all mean? It means that modern gaming is in a strange place. Ambition has never been higher, but patience has never been thinner. Studios want to build masterpieces, but the longer they take, the harder it is to keep fans engaged. And yet despite all of that, we'll still be there launch day, controllers in hand, ready to dive back into Vice City. Because at the end of the day, Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't just another sequel, it's a symbol of everything gaming has become. Bigger, slower, more ambitious, and somehow, even after all this time, still worth waiting for. If you enjoyed this breakdown, Leave a like, share with your friends, and tell me in the comments, do you think GTA 6 will actually hit its 2026 release, or are we looking at 2027? This has been Controller Culture, and as always, we'll catch you in the next one.